Hey guys, it's Adam aka Swimming Bird, and welcome to the Full of Beans Pokemon Holiday Extravaganza Special. It's that magical time of year when we've got to make a bunch of videos so we can go visit family. So this is going to be a special, very unorthodox episode. We have a guest judge with us today, Danielle.
Hello.
And I doubt you'll find this on any other Pokemon series. Today we're going to jump into Pokemon Refresh and prep our team a little bit for the trial ahead, the next episode. But we're also going to judge which of these Pokemon in my party is the best at being pet. Which one has the most pet potential? So Danielle, we are going to be judging them and grading them on a 5-bean system. 5 beans, of course, is the most prestigious. The winner will get the coveted Rainbow Bean Award, and they will get to eat it. The second place will get a patched bean, and the third will just get a, plain run-of-the-mill old bean. So still nice, they'll eat it either way, but they'll be a little sad that they didn't get those better beans. So first up we have Salandit here. This is Robble, my Salandit, and she loves her hands being rubbed, but she hates her snoot being rubbed. Look, she gets real snooty. What do you rate this one in terms of pets? Or what do you think? What are your thoughts as you watch?
I enjoy the jazz hands.
Yeah, me too.
I don't enjoy the twitching flesh bow thing going on their back.
I think it makes it unique, and I can, some days I like it, some other days it just disturbs me and stays with me into my dreams.
I guess, since those two things cancel them out, I would say a solid average 3 out of 5 beans.
Okay. I'd have to agree. I think 3 out of 5 is a pretty standard rating. No high fives, of course.
Yeah, you gotta take off some points for that.
So next up, we've got Bernard, my Stuffle. And this one also does not seem to know how to high five. It just kind of stares up like a Muppet with its jaw open. But it is very cute. It has a headband stripe that it likes to be rubbed on. It's kind of a nuanced pet. And, it leveled up, so
it's really trying
It's
for
gonna
you.
get some bonus points for that. Now, it does, look very peaceful when you rub certain part. It hates the ears touched, though, so, we can't deduct too many points for a Pokemon not liking pets on its ears, because, would you like to be pet on your ears?
Well, I think I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 beans for the very cute squeak noise.
Okay.
Extra point.
I could agree with that. I think a 4 out of 5 is a pretty good rating there. I'm not just going to go along with you every time, but you are the guest judge, the one that is more skilled at Pokemon pet rating. You've pet a lot more Pokemon than I have. So next up is Huggabug, the cutie fly, looking for style points here by popping into the frame. So cutie fly, one of the smallest pet zones on any of these Pokemon, at least the area that seems to be the best place to pet, because it's right on that little fluff on the top of its head. It's kind of tough.
Yeah, it does have a small pet zone, but it does have dangly feet and shiny eyes that I like a lot.
The dangly feet and shiny eyes definitely count for something, but a small pet zone, it's gonna get a few deductions for that.
And still no high fives because its dangly feet just can't.
It just really can't lift them at all, and it just kind of stares blankly. I'm gonna have to say maybe 3 out of 5 for this one.
I have to give it 4 because it's too cute.
Well,
but I won't give it a perfect score.
If we were going off cuteness, it would be very tough to choose a winner. Next, we have Sappy Sam, my Trumbeak. I love the plumage on this guy. It's got, nice blue feet, has a long bill.
Yes.
Lots of things to love here.
No high fives, though, with those bird wings.
I don't know, maybe.
It does make a very cute face.
Yeah, I do like that. It's tempted to eat the fingers, but no, you can't have that. Yeah, I have to say, I have a weakness for this one. It looks a lot like the logo you drew for me. And, I'm going to say 4 out of 5, just because he's cool, he's got a lot of expressiveness. Look at that. Can you not love that?
I'm gonna say 3.
3 out of 5, okay.
Yeah.
I hope you're keeping track of score, because we are not. So next up we have, I almost said Barnaby. This is Sherwood, my Dartrix.
Yeah.
Now this owl cannot high five either. It does like to stare at hands.
He does have a lovely bow tie and a lovely coif.
That expression when he's getting bow tie pets, you can tell he's really enjoying it. He appreciates it. And that laugh.
Yeah,
that is his charm. That is his claim to fame.
Point.
Do not touch his bangs, though, or he will look at you with such shock and then Jeez, he cannot believe the betrayal. I cannot
I'm
believe.
gonna give that 4 out of 5.
I'd have to agree with that as well,
Yeah.
I can't believe.
If he could high five, it would be a perfect score.
How cute is it stayed, even though it evolved? I thought it couldn't get, Next up is Turnbuckle, the Tora cat. And this one has long
boy.
whiskers that it's about to bite me.
There's a lot of personality there.
It's also got one of the rare no-no zones. The bell is very hot. You don't want to touch that. It seems very happy when you touch it, though. It's like it enjoys the schadenfreude of you burning your hand.
Yeah.
I like the pompadour. That's a good place to pet. I tend to
like its reaction.
We're going to see another competitor later that has a pettable pompadour as well.
Can it high five?
That's an interesting question. It does have a little cat punch. You'd think it would be able to, even before it evolves, but I'm not so sure.
I think it might have lost the ability. I know it used to.
Oh,
as a
yeah,
Litten.
it could. It was one of the few that could. We're going to dock some points for that. I'd have to say 4 out of 5.
Same.
It might not have
I
gotten
agree.
that many beans in my ratings, but then the whole, bell situation, it's pretty unique. We're going to see a couple, we'll have one with a pettable pompadour here soon. We're also going to have one in this next round. This is round 2 that does have another no-no zone that you don't want to touch, but that adds some excitement, some danger to the pets.
Some
All right,
thrills.
round 2 of 3. Here we go. This is my little wishy-washy ahoy hoy. I have not pet this one yet, so this is a good opportunity to look at its flapping flippers. Aw.
Yeah, that's cute.
It's got that sad expression. It seems to, where does it like to be pet?
It does again have kind of a small pet zone.
Oh yeah, it's right on the tip of the snoot
And its
there.
animations are a little limited compared to
It
some of
gets
the
sad
others.
when you touch the flippers, but it likes that, just the tip of the nose, if that's what you could even call it. I don't know, this one, not going to be winning any awards for high fives, and it is very sad. It makes me sad even to look at it sometimes, but I'm
But
pretty
that just
happy.
makes you want to make it feel better.
I think with those extra flipper flaps, I have to give it a 4 out of 5 beans.
I'm gonna say 3.
I almost went with 3, but I felt
Yeah, I
bad
was
because
on
I've
the
never pet it
fence.
before. Now, this is Toboe, my Rockruff, and this little guy can definitely high five. There
Oh,
we go.
boy.
The first one we've seen in this competition. Very good boy. He's going to get lots of pets on his ears. He loves
He has
his...
a very good call and squeak noise.
Yeah, the bow bow. I do like that. Lots of zones to pet, lots of areas to love. I don't think he has anywhere
This
that
might be my first 5 out of 5.
I am kind of tempted to say that, if only I could touch his nose and boop it, but he does not do that. I think, he leveled up.
Oh,
Okay,
he's really trying.
he's putting over the, okay, he's in the running for the coveted Rainbow Bean Award. Okay, next up, an underdog in this competition. This is Ralph, as in barfing, the Pukumuku, and look, those extra flare points.
I feel like that almost makes up for the fact that you can't high five it.
It's got a nice little area here where its strange innards get, blasted out to say
You can
peace
really
or victory.
see its texture, like that. If it was real, it would be very like squishy and soft.
A little slimy maybe, but that never hurt
No.
nobody. So I think Ralph, I gotta say, I wasn't sure about this one, but I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 because I do like Pukumuku more than I thought I would.
4 out of 5 for me
Okay,
too.
nobody's gotten below a 3 so far.
I just love them all.
Me too. All right, don't we all? So next up we have
Ever the performer
Bowie
with
Louie,
the curtsy when you first come in.
the Brion, but unfortunately knows how to do a lot of things. It can blow snot bubbles out of its nose and do flips and all that stuff, but it can't even high five. It just kind of stares at you. It does not like its dress. Oh wait, it's fine with the dress being touched. Okay.
It's more the armpit area.
the
that it
armpit
doesn't
area
seem
is
to
not-
like.
I was gonna say, because Poplio did not like its frill being touched, so this is a little bit of a shift here for Bowie Louie. What about the nose? Does it have no? Oh, it's the tips of the flips.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the bad area. So yeah, I don't know about this one. I might actually, I don't want to hold it against the Pokemon, so I'm gonna say 3 out of 5 beans for that.
I'm gonna give it 4 because it has a good reaction and lots of areas to pet.
Now, King Snippo, my Crabrawler, I love his dance. That is one of the best celebration animations. He popped into frame. I'm very partial to this little guy, as I've said in previous episodes.
That is pretty good.
I love the pompadour. He's got, look at that proud stance when you pet his claws. He's got pretty good, pet zones. Doesn't seem like he hates anything. He's just pretty mild-mannered for a crab, despite being a boxer. And I'm gonna say this is it's on the edge. I might go 5 out of 5 because of how excited I was when I saw him do that victory dance.
I'm gonna stick with 4 out of 5 simply because he cannot high five.
You're right. Okay, I'm going back down to 4 out of 5. And next up, the last one of the second round is Pikachu. Now, this is going to be a tough one to beat. It has custom voice acting.
The franchise darling.
It's going to high five. You know it's going to high five. Of course they're going to do that.
Yeah, it has its own voice acting. Its ears go down when you pet them.
It's just so much to this. This is the favored to win, just because there's so much to love, and there's so much, interaction with these pets. The chin likes to be scruffed, and guess what? That no-no zone that I was talking about, it returns with Pikachu here
the danger zone?
The cheek pouches. Yeah, the danger zone. Probably a better way to phrase that. So here's the cheek pouches that you can shock your hands on. Man.
Oh, definitely 5 out of 5.
I'd have to agree, but at the same time,
flying colors.
I'm rooting for an underdog. I'm rooting for someone who hasn't been around the whole time. Somebody that we're not going to expect to win. I don't know who it is because the third round has got some wild cards in it. Some Pokemon that aren't actually on my team. Some that have been one that I got from some kid who's been around for a while. So we are going to swap in the last 6 here. I think we ought to finish with that one. And we're going to grab the last few that we've got. And you guys at home, of course, can rate in the comments if you have some bean ratings. But this is going to be it, and then we got to decide the 3 winners. So here we go. First up, we've got Barnaby, my Mudbray. There he is. Look at that grin. A little scary, like he might nibble your fingers if you try to give him some feed.
Yeah.
And also, kind of a narrow pet zone. The ideal pet zone is a little tough to pinpoint.
It is.
Right in, it's kind of like right at the tip of his little ripped up tire hairdo. And yeah, I like this one. Not as much interaction in different pet zones as I would have hoped for such a cute little donkey horse. Definitely can't high five. Doesn't even know what high or five is or any words, but it does love us, and I love it. Next up, though, we need a rating on that.
I'm going to give him 4 out of 5 because there's no high fives, but there's big personality.
Okay. I might have to say 3. As much as I love Barnaby in battle, the pets are not quite as good for me. Next, we have TJ Tobeans, the snooty Alolan Meowth. This one, I'm pretty sure, can high five. Yep, there we go. I got those cat punches.
See, that's not an automatic perfect score, however.
It is bonus points, but look at that cool pose. Could you get cooler than TJ Tobeans? I doubt it. Look at that. It is snooty, which I do not enjoy at times. It also hates when its charm is rubbed. Look at it. It goes, it's so mad that its eyes disappeared. I've never seen that before, but that creeped me out and actually was a bit exciting in this competition. So, what are you thinking for TJ Tobeans here?
I'm going to say 4 out of 5 because he's a little too cool for me.
I'd say 3 out of 5 for a similar reason. Next up, we've got Flapjacks, my Munchlax. Hasn't seen much battle recently, but it does have a little bib pattern. It likes its chin rubbed. It could eat your hand if you're not careful. Definitely looks like one of the smaller Totoros out there. And I do like this one a lot. It seems like it's got good reactions to the pets.
Yeah.
It opens its mouth. It kind of jiggles around. It's an unexpected competitor here that I wasn't, thinking I would find. As a high scoring in the bean count, but I don't know. Can it high five? This might be a make or break situation.
Yeah.
Let's see here. And nope. Sorry. Too slow to be able to. Okay, next up.
I'll give it a solid 3 out of 5.
I keep forgetting to rate them.
Yeah.
I'd say 3 out of 5 as well from me. So next up we have Buzzsaw the Grubbin. Hasn't seen battle in a while. Doesn't like its pincers touched. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm thinking this little guy is going to come off the bench and get back on the team after this next trial. And I'm excited for that. But anyways, this is about pets and beans. So let's discuss this one. What do you think?
I really like the little animations it has.
It is very cute.
It has a lot of personality.
It almost looks like a baby in one of those like onesies with its little hands. And it does look cute when it eats, but we can't spare the beans right now. Only winners get the beans. So I'm going to say a unexpected 4 out of 5 for me.
Yeah, actually the same for me.
Now this is the one that a lot of people have pegged to win in your book. This is Wimpod, and Samaroach is mine.
It's the bug puppy.
It does not like its antenna touched, unlike Crabrawler, but it does like its mustache rubbed.
Look at its little feet.
It has little feet. That is true. We all know it to be true. And yeah, it is based off of creatures that you might not want to pet, but is one of the most petable Pokemon of the new bunch. What do you think on Wimpod?
I know it can't high five, but I love it so much.
It heard that you loved it, and it did a dance.
So I think I'm gonna give it 5. 5 out of 5.
I'd have to agree. Unexpected. One that I really love. Last up here, somebody we didn't even think was going to compete. This is Ash Greninja. It hasn't transformed from the Battle Bond, but it is a fully evolved Pokemon. I don't think it can high five, but look, you can see the detail in its weird tongue that wraps around as a scarf. Doesn't have much movement, though. It's kind of, I don't know. For a fully evolved starter, I was expecting a little more in terms of pets and excitement.
And it does make me a little uncomfortable to have, like, a man with a man-sized frog.
I'd have to say, I'm
with
gonna
a
have
giant tongue.
I'm gonna have to say maybe a 2 out of 5. My first 2 out of 5 here.
It always feels weird to pet the ones that are like a little too humanoid.
Yeah. All right. So let's not worry about that too much. How are we gonna rank these? Because I think these are some of the higher competitors. Pikachu, Wimpod, and Rockruff seem to be the ones that most people are gravitating towards. You know, the 2 people weighing in. We'll see in the comments maybe. But yeah, what do you think? We had Grubbin, a couple unexpected ones. I'd say it's probably between these 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you rank these? I kind of think Rockruff, and I don't know, I'd put Pikachu at 3rd, just because Pikachu doesn't need any more beans. It's had a good life, it's had a good run. But what about these top 2, Wimpod or Rockruff? The puppy that we expected to love, or the puppy that we didn't think we'd love?
Rock puppy or bug puppy?
I'd have to say I still like the rock puppy better.
See, I might love the bug puppy.
Well, we'll have to agree to disagree. Maybe we'll have a tie here. So let's go to the awards ceremony. We're gonna finish up. Thank you guys for bearing with us. We went into this more than we thought we would. We're just kind of rolling with it for a holiday episode, and I appreciate you guys sticking with us and being patient. We'll have the trial episode next when we return. So I am going to. I think let me see. This is very, very unprecedented in the awards here, but do we have multiple? We do have multiple Rainbow Beans. So we are going to avoid the coveted Rainbow Bean Award, not only to tope away the Rockruff, he's going to get a big boost in affection there, but also we're going to give it to Samaroach, the Wimpod. Pikachu, I think, will get the Patched Bean, the 2nd place, the silver medal. No shame in that, but you know...
As a veteran, they're used to, yeah.
Maybe if it had evolved into an Alolan Raichu, we'd be talking, it's got the new hotness. But I think these are going to be our winners. We both decided. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this. We are going to finish up by giving Pikachu that consolation prize, the Patched Bean. Look at it.
2nd place is still very good.
Hamming it up, too, even despite all the setbacks and getting 2nd place. It's still happy. All right, guys. We'll see you next time for an actual episode of Pokemon. Goodbye.
Bye.